Right, and we are live. Happy Sunday morning to everybody. As you can see, we're not in a Superliner. We're in a Mack Anthem, which is a mod truck. It's an 8x6 configuration. And I switched profiles to my profile that I have a lot more mods on and substantially a lot larger bank account, because a few more mods have come out for the International 9900. So I thought I'd enable those mods. We'd go to a dealer, see what kind of stuff they add to the truck, and yeah, build us a 9900 and haul some loads with that. Get my chat room up and apparently adjust some filters. So hang on while I do that. That's a little better. Apparently my hair is green enough that you can see through my hair. New images are available for upload. Get my headset on. Try to untangle it. Alright. So how is everyone doing this weekend? Messed with that, so I need to mess with that. I'm having a pretty good weekend. I got the true ending, or the third ending, to Armored Core 6, if you saw that playthrough on Friday. It was not super easy, but not as frustrating as other bosses had, because, well, by the time you get to the All-Mind fight for the true ending, you should have pretty much every part available in the game, along with all the OS upgrades. So that kind of helps. You can kind of quickly adjust your build or strategy and take it on. So yeah, we have $50 million. So I think we can buy ourselves a new truck. So let's go up here to International and Truck Dealer. We will visit the selected dealer. Yes, we would like to go to that dealer. So I have almost 70 mods enabled on this profile, and this here 9800 is one of them. The Lone Star is, of course, a in-game truck. There's the LT day cab. Now the 9300 and the 9900 are both add-ons. So we have more parts available for this truck here. So we'll just go ahead and customize this particular truck, see what all we got available to us. Let's see, we got the day cab, we got a 51-inch sleeper. And we got a 72-inch sleeper. And that already kind of lowered the truck a little bit because some frame extensions have been added to the game. Nobody knows what a carrier bearing is. Like the truck, you can't have a drive shaft that long. I've noticed that on a lot of trucks, and they're not even a U-joint. So let's go back here to the day cab, look at the chassis configurations. So we have a short 6x4, we've got a lowered 6x4, long lowered, medium 6x4, and apparently it didn't work. long 6x4 paint. All right, that looks pretty good. I do like being able to paint the chassis separate from the truck. Not sure why. I have to adjust the front suspension on this one because it looks a little silly. Stretched out like that. But let's see here. Of course, the Z mods are paid for sound pack. Cummins ISX 515 is base game engine. And it looks like base game, you're only allowed 600 horsepower. I mean, that's not actually anything to sneeze at. 600 horsepower is pretty good. We'll go with our standard 13 speed, as I enjoy that transmission. So some of the dash panels are actually missing because you have to select them when we get to it. Yeah. We'll just go with that for now. That's obnoxious. Metallic, red metallic. Of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so. All right, the frame that color actually looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and run with that paint job. Okay, so blue, apparently it's the only color you get. All right, so LJ's mods. That's a rework. That's an aftermarket part. That's the DLC stock grill. Custom chrome. Essentials, here we go. All right, so we got powder coated grill. Ooh, I kind of like that smoked out chrome look. That looks gorgeous, actually. Too bad. And of course, we got painted. Really nicely done painted. What else do we got here? Then we go to LJ's mods. And I tell you what, though, that powder coated grill, that kind of black chrome look, I really like that. That looks badass. It's your standard. We can go LED lights. I like the look that's going with. Full bar, bumpers. Let's see here. What else do we have? This one is upgrade parts. Large paint. Yeah, the paint looks a little wonky with the ribbon not lining up quite right. How about the alley arc? That's got a nice fit to it. I like that. We can have some lights on it. We can have some oval lights on it. We could do chrome if we wanted. So that is cool. Let's see here. And depending on what mods you have installed will really kind of depend on what lights you can put on the truck. Like all of these lights are standard. I think the ultraliner that's from a mod, Aliar, comes with its own LED lights. You can never have enough. Well, you can have occasionally too many lights. Let's see, that's front flags. Or we could do big chrome lights, but since we're doing a blacked out grill, I think we're just gonna roll with that. That looks just absolutely gorgeous. We're not gonna run with mirrors. Hood mirrors, let's see here. Air filters, DLC, painted parts pack. What are you? Ooh, that air cleaners match the grill. That's awesome. I'm digging that. Sun visor. Let's see here. These should be rework parts. These, of course, are LJ mods. That's just a factory part from the DLC. Let's go standard with horns. See how that looks. Put some roars on it. Okay, those are little symbols. Alright, I like that. Let's see here. We got chrome, paint, chrome with blinkers, standard with blinkers. Missed an opportunity to black out those mirrors. That's all looking good. Cab panels, we got paint 2. That just adds to the sleeper. And all right, that's just for depending on sleeper length, I guess. Long 2. Paint the flares. Let's just do paint. Side skirts, we got chrome, we got custom. Which one are you from? Great parts. All right, that puts the eagle painted on it. I kind of like that. We've got full paint. Right. These are reworked parts, some of them. Takes away the steps. Chrome eagle, chrome eagle. I like that. Is this all paint? A little different paint and chrome. I kind of like that setup. Exhaust. We got some exhaust pipes. We don't got a ton of options, but 3 6-inch mitered. There we go. That gets rid of the the tint's not 100% matched, but that I really like the looks of that. Unless your door handles, go painted door handles. All right, so the tanks. Let's see, that's rework, upgrade, essentials. Paint 240 gallon. That's not too bad. Paint 300 gallon. Right, that just changes what's painted on the tanks. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's see here, we got side deflectors. We could run a beacon. Headache racks. Seems like a shame with those lights on the back of the cab to put a headache rack on it. All right, mud guards. We got standard, chrome 2, paint, full fender, fender powder coated, built. Actually looks like a licensed. Those aren't positioned correctly. Yeah, which ones are those? Those need adjusted. We got LJ's mods painted. Those fit a little better. 101 painted. Those don't fit at all. They're mounted too far back. And it might be a mod conflict with the wheelbase too. Not exactly 100% sold on any of these. Black fenders don't look too bad with it though. Right, we got mud flaps. I like the deck plating and everything on it, which can't change anyway, so. Let's see here. Wheels, we got a bajillion friggin' wheels. We can even go all the way black to split rim. But I think we'll actually go with the in-game shadow. Might look good with that kind of blacked out chrome. Let's see your hub cover. I don't usually run a lot of the hub covers. Dragon claw. That just looks kind of silly. Right, so we're just gonna have chrome, a little bit of chrome here and there. I like that. Let's go find our shadow wheels again. So many wheels to choose from. That's all right though. Gloss up our hubs. Let's see, we need some better tires. Shadows again. In case you're new to the stream or haven't figured it out yet, I'm not a big fan of chrome. So that's what the truck looks like. Let's get rid of you. And we'll take a screenshot. Because yeah, I really like the looks of this truck. I really like that red. And that blacked out grille. We need more of that. Absolutely need more of that. So jump inside, see what accessories we can get. Windshield sets, bumper, steering wheel, here. Ourselves a GPS. Insert. Okay. So yeah. So you gotta do that, and then you can get the inserts you want. Paint? How does the paint look in this? Actually, I'm kind of digging that paint. Floor items, seat items. You do the handle. Chrome over paint. Like that, that's cool. Cabinet sets. Table items. Toy table. Put the lunchbox there. Their coffee mug there. Okay, you can put a lot of shit in these things. Kiss me on the trucker. Genuine ass protector. And the ATS game box. DLC cabin accessories. Okay. I have so many mods, I don't know what they are. Alright, so we got that all done. What do we got up here? Hanging items. CB radio. Cobra Black or Cobra White? We'll go Cobra Black. And I think we'll leave the rest of it alone. So go ahead and confirm that. And that's what we got built. Aside from some fender clipping issues and no carrier bearing on the drive shaft, can't really complain. That's a good looking truck. So we will purchase it. I would like to drive my new truck. And we'll just leave that to him. And the game will sync. Of course, now we don't have a trailer that's painted to match. That's a problem. We might have to get a trailer for this truck. Outside of the shop, those stacks look better. Yeah, the black powder coat, that's a nice touch. Very nice touch. I'll have to look up key bindings because I don't want the front end sitting that low. Let's go ahead and jump in there. Options. Truck controls. Front suspension is that. Okay. Don't like any of those. Oh, you can't adjust it. Maybe you can have the engine running to start it. That looks still a little bit of a rake, but that's a good looking truck. That went into the red of my audio. But we're gonna have to adjust the sound a little bit. Let's go right there. That should be good. Got our trailer already sitting here, so that's cool. I have to change the color of the trailer real quick. So the 4-axle lowboy is also from a mod. Let's trailer. Paint. We got to, let's attach the truck so we can try and color match it. Reds. Darker maybe, a little more red. That's pretty close. I like it. There we go. Let's see. I already got black wheels on it. Now that's a good looking setup. I suppose now we need to find us a job. Okay, so we're in Boise. We're still doing prices. 96,000 to move some forklifts. Well, I'm not worried about money on this one, so let's go cargo weight. It's a heavy excavator. It's an urgent delivery. Let's go ahead and do that one. I hope we don't have to raise the suspension every time we get it out of the truck. Those are on the brake lights. Man, that'd been cooler if they were turn signals. That is an absolutely gorgeous looking truck. I really like that setup. Guess I should stop at the stop sign for the stop sign. Sorry, messing with my headset volumes. I don't have that button. Figured did that. I wish I could. Need to see if I can save my other controls to this profile because I like the way the controls are set up on the other profile. If only I could get a lift axle on this truck. Boy, that looks good. I really like the color. Uh, I didn't check to see if there were more purchasable paint jobs from the workshop. But as someone who has known some people who have survived breast cancer, and Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I think. Or am I getting the months wrong? Come on, buddy, you ain't that long. Not sure why we're stopping. Jesus Christ, you people. If we can see the field. That is a good question. Can you see the field? Oops. Well, it's kind of blue. I suppose they really didn't want you flying over there to look at it. That'd have been a detail that, if it was not correct, a stern letter would have had to have been written. Because the Albertson Stadium in Boise is, they play on blue turf. And a generic Asian fast food place. Uncle Victor's Bistro. Okay. Let's see here. What's the hold up here? I didn't mean to stop there. A little bit of front of that asshole line. Looks like we might get rained on. It's okay though. You could use some moisture in it. Shit, I wound over. Good thing we got no damage on. Just block traffic with the trailer. I don't even see the bulldozer sitting in there anywhere. We're gonna skip that. If it's so urgent. Yeah, I'm liking that blackout look. That's what I'm talking about. It just looks so good. Apparently I haven't taken a picture of the museum here. I should do that, because I actually care on this profile about taking all the cool pictures. I know that's not everybody's thing, but I do. I think you need to paint match the trailer to the truck. Just adds that little bit to push the build over the top. And from, a marketing standpoint, because the truck is basically a rolling advertisement, nice looking truck means you take real good care of your customers. Because if you have a really nice truck and trailer, you're not going to be beating them up. So that means the customer's cargo is well cared for as well. I'm going to turn signal on or not. We'll get this bulldozer over to Idaho Falls and see what else we can pick up. Look at that Peterbilt's jealous. course, I said that, and he takes off like we're drag racing. Because I'm pretty sure that telehandler doesn't weigh as much as a bulldozer. Kind of locking that lane a little bit, aren't we? These aren't really loud enough for my taste. They need to be louder. I don't know train horns. And I also don't get all the sparklies on my shoulders. It's a gray shirt. Actually, it's a black shirt. There shouldn't be any green in it. Of course, my hair is invisible too. Enough sightseeing and lollygagging, we got places to be. Guess we need to go. Not sure if it's the paint or maybe these mirrors appeared to be adjusted correctly from the factory. This is a really good looking truck though. I like the accessories. I'm gonna have to comment on the guy's page. Let him know that. Along with some fender placement issues. Our speed a little bit because we are on an urgent delivery. You know, to keep the customers happy. I do. I really like the paint matched parts or the blackout parts. That black grill, that looks absolutely phenomenal. That is chef's kiss. That absolutely fantastic. I suppose with quad axle trailer, I don't necessarily need a lift axle on the tractor. I want one, but I don't need one because you can just shift the load to the back of the trailer a little bit, so you're not over your axle weights on the truck, which is only, you know, detrimental in the winter because you kind of want to have as much weight on the drives as you can. If your drives are light, it makes it easier to spin out. But 600 horsepower Cummins, no problems pulling this dozer. of surprised they didn't have the way station between Boise and Mountain Home. Of course, Mountain Home ain't even in the game, so maybe that's why there's not a way station. They cut all that out. What about 1600 RPMs? 71, so Tesla Model Y. You're just gonna sit there. I don't know what you're talking about. Of course I'm just gonna sit here. I'm driving with my turn signal on for no reason. Already past Twin. We'll pick up the pace just a teensy bit more. Got the power to do it. Just kind of glad that the AI doesn't do like its real world counterparts do, and when I pull out to pass them, they speed up. I don't know why that's become a thing the last year and a half, 2 years. Pre-pandemic, people were kind of bad. After pandemic, people are just kind of shit at driving anymore. I run cruise control all the time, unless it's like really slick or something. But I'll have the cruise control set at 70 because that's what the truck speed limit is. The truck can comfortably do 60 or 70. I am comfortable running that speed. So yeah, I'll just set the cruise at 70 and I'll pull out to pass someone, and it doesn't matter if it's a car or a truck. I get halfway around them, and half the time they're like, oh yeah, the speed limit's faster, I should speed up. It's kind of like, if I'm catching you in cruise control, you should either use cruise control or just stay at the speed you're at. Let me go around you. I understand that you don't want to get passed by a Mac, but at the same time, it's not my fault you don't have your cruise control set at the same speed as I do. People are just weird, man. Like I caught a guy, he had to have been doing only, I don't even think he was doing 65. I'm rolling 70. So I came up on him, reasonable clip, and yeah, got my front bumper even with his drives. And I guess he finally looked in the mirror and seen he was getting passed by a Mac, because he absolutely floored it. Pulled away from me, so I dropped back down behind him. and caught back up to him again because he'd slowed way back down. The asshole sped up 3 different times. So the third time, which was slightly unprofessional, I was like, screw it. We're coming up on a grade. He was loaded. I was empty, so I just stayed in it and got up to 75 and just left him behind on the grade because I don't want to play leapfrog with you. Just if you can't maintain a speed, don't drive. End discussion. If you cannot maintain the speed limit in a truck with cruise control, because they all have it now, you shouldn't be driving a commercial vehicle. Like, even when I'm not using the cruise control, I can stay within at least 2 or 3 mile an hour of where I want to be. It's just kind of aggravating. It's like, why did you do that? Why can't you just maintain your speed? And I think part of it is that it doesn't matter if they're in a Peterbilt or a Kenworth or a Freightliner, they cannot get passed by a Mack. We got the truck in for service. I asked the service manager, I was like, hey, I thought it's supposed to have 500 horsepower. 440 is okay, but considering the aerodynamic drag of the loads I haul, 500 horsepower would make the truck a lot more enjoyable. And they just kind of chuckled. That was close. Well, you're the one slamming on your brakes because you didn't get over to pass the car that was getting off. So that's all on you. All on you, buddy. Hey, you figured it out. Jesus. The one service manager said, yeah, all drivers wish they had more horsepower. I was like, yeah, but I need more horsepower because I hate cruising down the road at 70 mile an hour and the cruise control on. And then I get halfway around to Kenworth or Peterbilt. Those guys are like, I can't get passed by a fucking Mack, and speed up. And they laughed. They're like, okay, now the truth comes out. They're like, come on. Bullshit. It is absolute bullshit if you cannot maintain speed. Or if you're that petty. I'm not using our seatbelt. Shame on us. Yeah, just one of many frustrating things people do that don't realize how aggravating it is. I'm gonna speed up, I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna speed up, I'm gonna slow down. Like, man, if I can maintain, if my truck can stay within a couple mile an hour of what I have it set at, 440 horsepower, and 13 feet wide, if you're running 50, 60,000 pounds in a box trailer, you should be able to maintain speed better than you have been. Going in here. Guess we're going in this entrance. It's been so long since I've been in here. Oh, they got a lot of cans out. Where do you need it? Backed in there. Okay. Can we have to back it in, or can we loop around the building and pull it? I imagine we're going to have to back it. Survey says the door's too far down. Damn it. Pipes would hit. Although there's a lot more room over here than I thought there would be. You know what? I didn't line that up right at all. Shame on me. Shame on me. Oh well. You only have to not pull up so many times when you're passing your test. In the real world, nobody cares. Unless, you know, you're in cattle. Then they absolutely do care. Set our brakes. Shut the engine off. And we'll unload. Another excellent job. We went 244 miles. Took us 4 hours, 32 minutes. Which is about 40 minutes faster than it would take in real life. No. No, actually, yeah, 4.5 hours would be right. I was thinking of something else. Let's see, we got our trailer maneuvering bonus, so this profile doesn't matter because we're already up here to level 76. Base reward, proficiency bonus, high value cargo bonus, urgent delivery bonus means we made 20,336 bucks. Since we're here, we just might as well see what they got for us. We can take a beet harvester over to Twin. We got a tamping machine to Butte, Montana. We got a bulldozer we could take to Butte. Let's do a driller, mixed tank to Colorado Springs. That driller's paying $114,000. Of course, it goes all the way down to Lubbock, Texas. That's why it pays so good. But if you're wondering how to make the best money in ATS, lowboy trailers where it's at. The equipment, the dollars per mile on the equipment that you haul with a low deck or a lowboy just is far and away better than any other trailer configuration you can have. I think even I don't even think you'd get 94.45 a mile hauling hazmat. You know, the stumper up to Sandpoint's $103 a mile. haven't hauled a stumper, I don't think, in a while. Let's haul a stumper, just because I have it. And again, $103 a mile. Oh, we're already loaded even. That was fast. Woo! Let's slow our walk down a little bit here. Let's see here. We don't have anything over the boom, which isn't correct. You can tie to the track pads. That is perfectly legal. For the weight, I think we would need the chain over the boom just to make weight. Because you only get half the load rating of the chain and binder. What's up? Dude, are you like taking your lunch break or what, man? A little late for lunch. Of course, the only problem with a really long wheelbase truck is you need about 1 million acres to turn around. I think we're gonna run over his forks. Yep. Jackass. Of course, if it's real life, he'd have moved. Or I'd have made him move. There's a Caterpillar dealer right there in Idaho Falls. It's a big stumper, though. I would think you'd just use a regular tow bind. They see me rolling. Cross the asshole line again. If you're new to the channel and just tuning in, I am not playing with a wheel. I am playing on a Xbox controller. Just a wired Xbox controller I got plugged in. And it seems like the AI has forgotten how to merge again. Or something is wrong with that oversized load. That's weird. Looks like somebody hit it or it glitched. I don't know what they're trying to do there. Which is a phrase I utter quite a bit to well, I talk to myself out loud in the truck all the time. Because I constantly am going, what are you doing? Do you even know what you were doing? What the fuck was that? And that's also kind of why I'm glad we are going to put dash cams in the work vehicles that the supervisors and our safety officers can look at. Because, yeah, the boss was really kind of blown away by how often people just pull out in front of us. Nobody behind us, but we gotta beat the truck. Since we're in Idaho, the speed limit is never faster than 70 for trucks. That's alright. Really, unless you're hauling cattle. Well, livestock of any kind. Oh, pardon me. You don't have to really worry about driving slow. Obviously, since so many companies have their trucks governed at 65 or 62. Well, that truck could be doing faster than 70 because if you actually read the signs, you only have to do 70 miles an hour if you are over 26,000 pounds and have 5 axles or more. You have to meet both criteria. So our little Kenworth, since it only has 4 axles, it can legally go 80 miles an hour. Because it's not the weight or 5 axles or more. It's the weight, comma, 5 axles or more. So even a dump truck that wasn't pulling a trailer, you could run 80. Trash trucks could run 80, except they're geared for city use, so that you're about got them wrapped all the way up to red line to run 65. Because usually those trucks have really low final drive ratios. Like 4 something or 5 something. 1. Is Montana gonna make us pull in? Or is this one closed? I think this one was closed. Yep. Of course, I don't have any wide load sides on because, well, the game doesn't care. It should. But then they would cover up that pretty bumper. Failure to merge again. Very common thing. In game and in real life. Pretty much most all the accidents I have seen are due to people not merging correctly in construction zones. Because apparently that zipper maneuver just too hard for some people. Well, and I don't think it's that it's too hard for people, it's just that they get in a hurry. So they stay in the lane that closes and pass everybody that saw the sign and got over already. So then they get up to where the lane ends, slam on their brakes to cut across in front of whoever is in the correct lane, and that causes a chain reaction backup, which eventually leads to an accident because somebody won't be paying attention and rear ends the car in front of them. So really, the world would just run a lot smoother if everybody wasn't in such a hurry. It's not like we're in LA where you got a meeting across town you got to be to in less time than it actually would take you to get across town. It's Idaho, Wyoming, Montana. It's going to take you more than an hour to get to the next town anyways, so speeding isn't going to save you that much time. Now, if you're going across country, yeah, this average speed will affect how long it takes you. Okay. Pardon me. Oh well. People are going to do whatever they want to do anyways. Most people in Idaho were going 80 miles an hour before the speed limit was ever 80 miles an hour. And at least they bumped the truck speed limit up from 65 to 70 when they bumped everybody else's limit from 75 to 80. So at least there's still, 10 mile an hour difference. Which I actually think is part of the traffic problems, is if everybody was doing the same speed, you'd have a lot less interaction between vehicles, because you wouldn't have a large portion of the people on the road going 10 mile an hour or more faster than the other people on the road. If we're all doing the same speed, traffic wouldn't get backed up when we got the construction zones, because we would be doing the same speed as everybody else. So you could just speed up just a hair to get around somebody if you needed to, or slow down just a bit to get behind somebody. And traffic would just flow a lot better if everybody was doing the same speed, but nobody wants to do that. Gotta beat the truck to the construction zone, even though we're on the flattest stretch of road in existence. And he's doing the speed limit. Oh no, can't be behind the truck. Let's see, we need another lane. Kinda missed that, oops. Just wonder about people some days. I think we've been spoiled. The internet gets us things so fast that we just expect everything to be so fast. And everybody's in a hurry to do. hurry, hurry, hurry every chance you get. Huh. Got a case of the yawns. Do a little bit of streaming today, and then I'm going to get off and work on some radio-controlled vehicles. I got the last couple lights I needed to work on the snowplow in. I really need to make another Y harness for some servos for the grand hauler, which I'm not really looking forward to because I just don't like soldering that small a wire. Just never wants to seem to cooperate with me. And my soldering iron either A, doesn't get quite hot enough, or B, gets way too hot. Because I have a small soldering iron for doing the thin gauge wire, but it does not get hot enough to do battery leads. So I also have a soldering gun, which Dad had before I was even born, that it gets hot enough you can solder pretty much whatever you need to solder. But it has a really big tip, so it makes it kind of hard to do the small wires with that. I've been kind of procrastinating. Oh, thought we were going to crash that for a second. Like game crash. But I haven't been exactly happy with the way a few things have come out, so I've kind of been procrastinating on actually working on those builds. Apparently there's missing textures there too. So something I have on this profile just isn't a big fan of the game right now. Or I need to... I don't think my PC build's also that great either, because it just seems to run hot no matter what I do. Even after upgrading to a 3080 graphics card. 16 gigs of RAM should be plenty to run this or any other game. I mean, obviously you need more for Cyberpunk and some of those games, but ATS should run really good on my system. I have way more game playing horsepower than ATS needs. And most of my map explorations just little stuff like this. I gotta finish filling up. We're over 70%. it just doesn't like this particular stretch of Montana. I don't know. I don't know, but I still enjoy this game immensely. The fact that SCS Software is still continuing to support the game and come out with content for 6, 7 years. It came out in 2016. And they still have a lot more content planned for the game, so it'd be cool to see what's coming up. I saw on a post that they are some behind the scenes adjustments are going to require a little bit better hardware than what the game originally asked or currently asks for. You're not going to need the latest and greatest things from this year or next year, but you'll need something from 2019 hardware, maybe 2020 hardware. And are we pulling in here? Yep. It's over. It's over here on the left. $81,000. 81,540. Wait, today? It's just such a good looking truck. So I guess that stopper is a little heavier than I thought it was. Really, there's a road up there I hadn't finished fully exploring yet. There it goes. Lookout Pass. Stay here in 11th, so it's cruising about 53. Back in Idaho. The lights on the back of the cab aren't very bright. They might need some adjusting too. Oh, goodness. Maybe stayed up a little too late playing Starfield last night. Partly because Starfield's navigation, planet to planet, is just such a pain in the ass. Like, I can't go where I need to go, even though I've been close to it a couple of times. It just says, you have not explored this route, so we are not going to let you go that way. It's like, well, why can't I just go that way and explore it on my way there in the first place? You're supposed to be able to adjust the headlights, but I've never been able to adjust them. And if you do like radio-controlled vehicles, I have pretty substantial amount of videos on radio-controlled vehicles on my YouTube channel. I have build videos on Snowplow, the Grand Hauler, CXT. I've got some videos from a Dig Days event where I've taken the Grand Hauler over to Blackfoot, spent all day basically driving a tiny truck, doing the same kind of work you do in a full-size truck. Also got a chance last time out to run a hydraulic loader for a little while. That was kind of cool. So yeah, it's radio controlled and has functional hydraulics. Not simulated hydraulics. They're not servos or linear actuators. They are actually has a hydraulic pump, hydraulic valve bodies, and hydraulic cylinders. It was a lot of fun. Come on, upshift. Really, I'm not hitting the bumper hard enough. Yeah, those should be on even though the brakes aren't on. They should still be running light, right? I like how all the tires act like there aren't tires between them and the headlights of the other vehicle. We got another game, hour and 36 minutes to go. I think we'll get this one dropped off, and that'll be it for this stream. Right with uprights on. Till we see somebody. Lovely, lovely night for driving up in the mountains. Guess we weren't going to get rained on. Guess I didn't need to slow down to 45. Well, I think all of my drivers are fully loaded up on this, or leveled up on this playthrough, so they pretty much make me a pretty steady stream of money. Very rarely say they can't find a job. Crap. Roll in here with jake brakes going like we own the place. See if that said she leveled up or if it said she made us more money. Going through Sandpoint. Oh, goodness. Apparently, maybe I need a little more caffeine today, too. This is a terribly long line. Oh, like 50 at night. And we got a damn roundabout. I know they're very popular in Europe, but they just don't work good here in the United States. Primarily because we're not a nation of really good drivers anymore. I bet I could have took that dirt road. Got up to that sawmill at least. guess we should. I know, driving a dark's no fun. Especially since I have a bunch of lights pointing at me. I don't think we're doing 35 up this road. Not at the length we're at. Not at the length or the weight. Because I think you'd have a hard time doing 35 in a pickup truck up this road. Nice job stacking them so they're hanging out in the road. Seventh gear was a mistake. Where do you want? Oh, cool. We can just back them right up into there. Nice. Yeah, I know it's cheating to back in from outside the cab, but it's a game. It's okay to do that if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Yeah, I'm being a little nitpicky. Excellent. We went 540 miles, took us 11 hours, 13 minutes, used 73.7 gallons of fuel. Urgent delivery bonus, high value cargo bonus, our long distance delivery bonus, our level proficiency bonus. So we made 56,321 bucks on that haul. And got ourselves 1,457 XP. And we'll see what we got available to us right now. Got a forwarder to Astoria, Oregon, making us $114 a mile. Dozer down to Flagstaff for $83.67 a mile. A stumper down to Texarkana. Wheel loader to Kalispell, Montana. Mulcher to Clovis, New Mexico, or Tacoma, Washington. I think that's going to do it for this stream. I should probably get myself some lunch, and I need to do some filming with the GoPro. So I think I will hop back on later today to do a little more streaming, and hope to catch you then. So we'll catch you next time.